Hi there Seekers, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot and to your weekly tarot reading. This is just my short little introduction guys, to let you know that I have been a little bit sick this week, so I'm not showing up face to face here, but I just want to wish you all a wonderful week and let you know that all the links that you need are below the video for my social media, Facebook, Instagram and TikTok. And should you want to arrange a private reading, also the links to the decks that I use and the music as well, as many of you do ask about that. So don't forget to like the video guys if you enjoy the content, and leave me a comment, hit the subscribe button, that would be amazing. It really helps the content travel further and keeps me putting out these readings for you. Don't forget to keep shining bright, keep shining your inner flame and keep it burning bright. Let's go to your reading. Hi there Gemini, welcome to your weekly tarot reading for March 8th to the 14th. Let's see what may be on the cards for you Gemini. I am getting started here with the Work Your Light Oracle, and I have the cards that have gone across the room. One moment. We've got two already, so let's start with those. I have got Keepers of the Earth, Gemini. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So it really says that even if you do feel like you're alone, you know, it's not just in the physical realm that we have support. We also have our angels, spirits and guides as well in the, you know, the other realms. And they're always there with you, and all you need to do is ask, Gemini. Ask for them to send you a sign or to help you out. And I've got awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, and integration. So many of us are going through awakenings at the moment. I believe that that's what's happening on a global scale at the moment. You know, we are shifting into that 5D consciousness, and in order to do that, you know, we're really going through a big shake-up where we are, you know, experiencing and purging the collective shadow as well. So some of you might be feeling your own vibration rising, and because of that you might have, you know, shadow aspects coming to the surface to be healed as well. It's all part of the process of making room for more light, so you can hold more light, so you can operate at a higher frequency. Okay, oh, beautiful card. I have your overarching energy from the Moonchild Tarot. Gemini, I have the Empress. Number 3 in the Major Arcana. It's such a beautiful energy, links to Taurus and Libra. And the Empress is that beautiful energy that can take the desires on your heart, or whatever it is you're trying to get off the ground, and actually birth that into the physical, you know, tangible reality. So it's about making your dreams happen. That is the energy of the Empress. She is the embodiment of the divine feminine, and she asks you to be more and do less. Like, we still need to take the inspired action, but sometimes in those moments of pause, that's when we actually get the breakthrough, the insight, and the quantum leap that's required to create. So it's a real creatorship energy there. Gemini, let's go to the tarot and see what we have for you. I'm going to begin with the energy of the recent past. Energies leaving, completing or transitioning. 7 of Wands. Let's get your current or focus energy. Okay. Oh, I'm not surprised to see that. The World and the 5 of Cups and Temperance. We'll take them all. 3 energies there. 2 Major Arcana. And I have the 6 of Pentacles at the outcome, and 5 of Wands over there as the bottom of the deck energy. Let's grab your clarifiers, Gemini. Clarifying the 7 of Wands, I have the 8 of Cups. Clarifying Temperance, 9 of Pentacles. There's your awakening card. That's your high vibrational energy. And I have the Devil here, clarifying the 6 of Pentacles. Let's get one more for that. Knight of Cups. And the Tower at the bottom of the deck. Well, let's start with that then. So some of you may have gone through a tower moment in the recent past, maybe in the deeper past for some of you. And it's interesting because the Tower really is, it's an omen from the universe that kind of brings down a structure in your life. It could be a relationship, could be, the ending of a career, the loss of a job, some kind of big change in your life that is really shakes a foundation for you. But it's an act of love in an indirect way because it's here to awaken you, to realign you to your truth. But there is a real sense of awakening here. So some of you might have been buying into an illusion that needed to be shattered. And there's a real sense of seeing the truth, seeing the clarity, seeing behind it. And that now that you can rebuild in a direction that's stable and balanced for you. We also have the devil energy in the spread. So there is a sense of removing limitations for your life, breaking free of the chains of bondage that may have held you back in some way in your life. I'm noticing the magician that is underneath the Tower here as well. There is a sense that you have taken the action to begin change here, to create. So I really get the feeling that after this Tower has fallen, I think it's already fallen for the majority of you, that Empress energy says, okay, out of that space that we've created, Gemini, it is really time to manifest your desires. You've been held back long enough. Maybe you've been living the desires of somebody else, and it is your time. It is your time to live your desires. Recent past energy, 7 of Wands and the 8 of Cups. So this is a beautiful energy again. I mean, in a sense, it's a beautiful energy because it is about transitioning to find your missing piece. So the 7 of Wands can be, on its own, the indication that you have been going against maybe your universal flow, your best timeline, your best karmic timeline. And you're now getting this kind of message, or some of you may have already made this transition, to move away from whatever the situation was that was involved with that Tower. There's a sense that it was no longer meant for you, that you weren't getting your cup filled in that situation, that the emotional fulfillment, there was some there. There's 8 cups here, but your true dreams and desires, that Empress energy there, can't be achieved within this situation. So the person in the 8 of Cups is having an awakening to that fact and getting ready to transition to the new, to find that missing piece, right? And we can see it's there with the Knight of Cups in the end of this reading. There could have been a sense that you felt like you kind of needed to really fight for this, fight to keep the situation going, whether it was a relationship or, a job that you were just trying to stay engaged with. But I think it was taking more energy just to kind of stay there than what it really would have to leave this. And I think the Tower moment has come in. It's the universe saying, well, you've just been fighting it and trying to stay in it, so I'm going to bring in the Tower to end it, because potentially, you wouldn't have on your own. So now you're an 8 of Cups. You are turning your back on it and getting ready to go after the new. Now we've got a real combination of cards here, Gemini, in your current focus energy. Right, where do we start? Well, it's interesting because Temperance is the energy that follows on from the Death card in the Major Arcana, number 14. So this is about the healing and the rebalancing, getting back into a really stable place after your core foundation has been shaken. It's about doing that kind of emotional and spiritual alchemy, and there's a real promise that, when that is done, that's when the path forward will be revealed for you. You can see that sun energy kind of waiting to guide you. So that lens is keeps on refocusing, guys. I am using a borrowed camera and I'm just trying to figure it out. So Temperance says, yeah, you're recovering from the moving on, from the death, from the Tower, from the purge, from the release. But you're doing a really good job, and you're going to be focusing on your healing and creating a greater sense of stability within yourself. Now, the world energy here is a beautiful energy of victory. It is the last major arcana, saying that you have completed this experience, Gemini. There's nothing left in terms of karmic lessons in this situation, so it is time for you to transition from it. We just need to make sure that we do actually transition, rather than, getting tempted to rebuild the Tower and go back around for another cycle. Otherwise, we usually find ourselves in the same place, maybe 6-12 months down the track with another falling tower. The Five of Cups is that feeling of, you know, regret, maybe guilt if we had to leave a karmic partner, shame sometimes. You know, it's really all those feelings of mourning the loss. You know, of course, like, even if we know a relationship has come to its time, there's still going to have been a lot of good memories, a lot of good times. Same with a job, you know, all those beautiful times with your colleagues, the growth, the fact that it's become kind of comfortable and all those kind of things. However, the cards are saying that if we stay in this situation, we're not going to get the growth, and we're not actually going to reach the higher levels of, you know, vibrational frequency that you truly are meant for. So what we need to make sure is that we kind of come out of that feeling, guilt, shame, loss, depression, whatever it is, because if we stay in that, then we're going to miss the new opportunities here, the cups that we've actually transitioned away from that situation to find. Otherwise, we're going to find ourselves in limbo. We're going to find ourselves in the in-between. So you've got a real opportunity here for a point of change. What we really need to focus on is becoming that Nine of Pentacles energy, which is the awakened energy. It's high vibrational. It's the fact that you might find yourself either single or looking for a job and a little bit out on your own, having moved on from a team environment. But this is the energy of self-sufficient, of shining really brightly, of being attractive, of being confident, of just magnetizing a very, very clean, high vibration out there into the universe. And that is when you begin attracting, you know, what it is that you truly desire here. So it is also an energy that says that you could be more abundant coming up in the next cycle as well, but that good things do take time. You know, it's the promise of, you know, really achieving and becoming successful in the new cycle. So it's time to go with ease and grace. Like, there's such a difference in that world energy than the Seven of Wands. So this is my card. Seven of Wands is my card of pushing against the current, you know, fighting for it, really, you know, having to kind of fight against the kind of grain. And the world is all about, yep, you know what, end of karmic cycle. I'm going with ease, grace, and flow because I know it's time. And, you know, really accepting that sometimes we need to move on to move forward. So it is a really big card of victory, the world, because of that, knowing when it is time to transition. So Gemini, in the let's do these two first. Outcome. We have Devil called oppression, and we have the Five of Wands. For me, this is the outcome if we choose to rebuild the tower and go back around for another cycle. So it's almost like we've got to pick a path here with two endings. The Devil kind of says there was a real limitation in this situation. That's why it's time to fall, because you need to get on to new karmic cycle. Could have been codependency in a relationship. Could have been a battle with addiction, either your own or a partner or someone you were close to. Could have been a cycle of debt and financial issues. And in a job, it can be the fact that we've kind of sold our soul and we're staying in something for the money and we're not on our purpose work. Something that we've just really outgrown. You know, environment that's become toxic for us. There's all those kinds of things. Can be our own self-limiting beliefs. And that's going to keep you in this feeling of conflict. And the Five of Wands for me also says that if we stay in this, then also we're burning ourselves out. The Five of Wands for me is a real card of energy leaks and, you know, just really unproductive activity. So I'm feeling like that situation that was related to the tower was just taking a lot of time, effort, and energy and struggle, and there wasn't really any room for that beautiful Empress energy to create the new, to really get into alignment in your life. And the cards are saying, okay, well, we can rebuild your tower and we can go back around, but it's probably going to feel like this, or whoops, wrong one, we can transition to this. So the Six of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. The Six of Pentacles for me is about the tables turning, coming into balance, karmically, energetically, really getting what we deserve, receivership of positive energy, of opportunity, of emotional fulfillment, because it comes in with the Knight of Cups, which is Pisces for me in the Minor Arcana. And, you know, this is the missing cup. You've come from the Eight of Cups, and one more equals the Nine of Cups. wish fulfillment. So there's a sense here that your wishes lie on the other side of the tower. If we step through that karmic cycle of the world energy, that's when those scales come into alignment. That's when we start to receive, and that's when the Empress can deliver what has been on your heart for probably quite some time. For some of you, the Knight of Cups can be a proposal, an invitation, some kind of new opportunity. Yes, it can be in love as well. It's an opportunity of the cup, so it is a deepening of emotional fulfillment and satisfaction at that heart level, and it's that you've been missing. So I'm seeing that maybe you were in either a relationship or a work situation where the fulfillment wasn't there. So in a relationship, it could look like a really functional relationship, but that there's no, maybe there's emotional unavailability, so that you can never really connect at that deeper, more spiritual level. In the workplace or job or career sector, that can look like, you know, the job with a good commute and it's paying, you know, good salary, but you know that your purpose lies elsewhere, and that's when the soul selling comes in. That's when the devil energy comes in, when we're sacrificing our greater good. Sometimes it's inevitable that we have to do that in periods of our lives to make ends meet and that kind of thing, but we don't want that to become our normal and the way we operate, right? So there's a sense here that if we follow the path of fulfillment, that's when the tables turn. That's when things change for us. That's when things aren't a fight and a struggle anymore, and we really move into that ease and flow, and we have the opportunity to receive and create whatever it is that you truly want to, and it's a quantum leap towards that. Gemini, I am going to leave it there, and I do hope you enjoyed this reading. Keep in mind, it is a general reading for the collective, may or may not be for you this time around. If you're called to share, drop me a comment, guys. I try and interact with you all over there. It really helps me get to know you guys and see what the collective themes are. Gemini, it's been a pleasure to read your cards. See you back here for another one next week. Bye for now.